Hello friends, good evening. So this side Pushpender Singh, and we are going to start with RAS. As you know, that exam is conducted by the RPSC. RAS. Several other posts are also there apart from the RAS, like RPS, RTS. So as we discussed that we are going to start our syllabus for the RAS examination phase wise. So here I'm going to start with the geography of Rajasthan, which is our first topic, and subsequently we will be covering the remaining topics also in our classes. Okay, so let's start with the topics that we have decided to cover in our previous classes or in our previous discussion. On that day we have introduced what we are going to cover in the geography of Rajasthan as well as the geography of India and the world. Okay, so we will be covering first the geography of Rajasthan, and then we will be starting with the geography of India as well as the geography of world. Okay, so you are very well aware about the geography of Rajasthan or the location of the Rajasthan. The Rajasthan is located specifically in the northwestern region of India, and you can study, various aspects of any particular region. Okay, for example, you can study the geographical aspect, cultural aspect, social aspects, okay, religious aspects of the particular region. That would make a geography much more interesting. Okay, so this I'm going to cover in the first few slides, like historical, geographical, cultural and economic aspects of the Rajasthan. Okay, here the most important aspect is the geographical location and the extent of Rajasthan. That is very, very important. In that perspective, let us start with some of the few the brief description. Okay, the northwestern region, it was first called Rajasthan by James Todd. Okay, he was basically an English person. He called the Rajasthan, which was the first initially called by James Todd. Okay, he used this term in his book called Annals and Antiquities of Rajasthan, that has been written over there. Okay, now let us quickly start with the geographical aspects of Rajasthan. Okay, so this is a little bit merged with another diagram, so let me take only this one so that you can familiar by yourself. Okay, so as I told you that Rajasthan is basically situated in the northwestern part of India. Okay, it covers around 3.42 square kilometers of that area, approximately 3,42,239 square kilometers of area. Okay, if you want to have this data in square miles, that is roughly around 1,32,139 square miles. That is an area of Rajasthan. In terms of the latitude and longitude, okay, the latitude of Rajasthan or the latitudinal stretch of the Rajasthan lies between around, you can say, 23 degree 3 minutes to around 30 degree 12 minutes north. That means lies in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, the longitudinal aspects or the longitudinal stretch of the land of Rajasthan stretches from 69 degree 30 minutes to around 78 degree 17 minutes east. Okay, so that means it lies in the eastern hemisphere. Okay, this is a very, very important aspects of, or geographical aspect of any particular region, say in that case geography. Okay, in terms of the climate, the Rajasthan is having the harsh climate. Okay, As you know, it is located in the arid and semi-arid region. Okay, so you are very well aware about the geographical location of the Rajasthan through the map. You can look into that. So here the Tropic of Cancer, specifically if you look into the map, it basically passes through the southern part of Rajasthan. That means it actually passes the southern part of Rajasthan. It passes through the Banswara district of Rajasthan. Okay, so it's been hidden over there because of. Okay, so it is written over there. I will be covering these new districts since two particular these diagrams have been mixed together, so it's not very clear. But Tropic of Rajasthan, Tropic of Cancer, it passes through the Banswara district of Rajasthan. Okay, so this is basically lies to the southern side of to the southern portion of Rajasthan. Okay, now when you look about its distance from Gulf of Kutch as well as the Arabian Sea, so the southern part of Rajasthan, which is the nearest to the Gulf of Kutch as well as your Arabian Sea. So from Gulf of Kutch it is around 225 kilometers, and from Arabian Sea it is around 400 kilometers. So it is also written very clearly here. Okay, so this is approximate the distance of the water body that you can look into that. Okay, so this is a map or this is a geographical location in that perspective. Okay, as you know that the more about the Rajasthan, we will have to move to the next slide. I will be covering this slide since it covers the new districts of Rajasthan, the new divisions, administrative challenges, committee and vision, everything. So little later I will be covering this once I cover basic details of Rajasthan. Okay, so here what we have basically, the most important aspect is the geographical location. So as you know, the Rajasthan is basically bounded by the Pakistan in the west and northwest side. Okay, so you can look into the Pakistan, which is bounded, okay, or the Pakistan shares international boundary, or Rajasthan shares international boundary, specifically in the northwestern Rajasthan. Okay, this is, you can say, the international border basically passes. Okay, so it lies basically the west and the northwest of Rajasthan. Okay, this is an international boundary. You are very well aware about it. Now next is basically it also touches the state of Punjab in the north side. So the state of Punjab in the north. Similarly, the Rajasthan also touches the state of Haryana in the northeast. Okay, if you look into the map of Rajasthan, it touches the Haryana in northeastern direction. Okay, it also touches Uttar Pradesh in the eastern direction. So this is eastern direction. Okay, it also touches another state which is known as Madhya Pradesh in southeast direction. Okay, it also touches another state which is known as Gujarat in the southwest direction. Okay, so this is an approximate the geographical characteristics of the land of Rajasthan. Okay, it shares basically the state boundaries as well as the international boundaries also. You are very well aware about the Aravalli mountain ranges. So Aravalli mountain range basically start from, if you look into the map, it basically start from Delhi to Gujarat. Okay, so when you say about its approximate or its continuous chain from Delhi to Gujarat, it basically cut through the state, almost vertically. So Aravalli ranges basically divide the state into, roughly you can say, into two parts. Okay, one is, you can say, it divides, roughly in the southwest to the northwest. So you can say the northwest region covering 2/3 of the state. Okay, that is basically we are talking. Okay, so it basically covers almost 2/3 of the state, and the state which basically lies in the region, okay, where the Aravalli, cut it basically primarily lies the Bikaner, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, as well as the part of Jhunjhunu. Okay, so these are mostly the states, which basically lies in that particular zone. Eastern region basically consists of the large fertile tract. Okay, so it is having basically comparatively higher fertility. Otherwise, in that region, you will be finding the sand dunes. Okay, in terms of, Rajasthan state, in terms of, its size, you can also compare. I have that one, a diagram that you can look into. Okay, so that is, a diagram where you can look into that. So here you can say approximate comparison of Rajasthan in terms of the size. So Rajasthan is basically the largest state, first of all, in our country, state wise, in terms of area, which is having approximate a territorial expansion of around 17 times, of that Israel. Israel is a country, you know very well about it. So it is having approximately 17 times, it is 17 times larger than the Israel, almost twice as large as England. So it is twice England, okay, and almost 5 times of Sri Lanka. This is in size. You can approximate, or you can think of this, the size of the state of Rajasthan. Okay, in terms of area, it basically covers around 10.41% of the total area of the country. So roughly 10.41% of the total area of the country basically consists of Rajasthan. If you say the shape of the Rajasthan, it is similar to the kite, okay, which is also, you can say, the quadrilateral type of, or odd quadrilateral, type of the size it has, or roughly you can say the kite size it is having, basically, basically the shape of Rajasthan. Okay, it is just like a kite shape. Okay, now the length, when you measure, almost, from the north to south, it is around 826 kilometers. So this is the length, and from the east to west, it is 869 kilometers. So you see almost, similar distance, just differ by only the few kilometers, you can say, here in that case. Okay, so north to south, the distance between the two extremities, northern point and southern point, it is around 826 kilometers, and from east to west, it is around 869 kilometers. Okay, the northern point, which is basically also known as Konagaon, this is located in Sri Ganganagar district. Okay, this is located in Sri Ganganagar district of Rajasthan. Okay, now southern point is basically the Borkund. Borkund is basically a village which is located in Banswara district. Okay, it is located in Banswara. District. Okay. Now similarly, you can have the westernmost point, okay, of the Rajasthan, which is basically known as Katra. Katra is basically a village in Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer is a district. ठीक है, so it is a village. Similarly, the easternmost point, which is known as Silan. Silan is basically a village which lies in the Dholpur district of Rajasthan. Dholpur district of Rajasthan. ठीक है. So these are basically, you can say, the east, west, north, south points. ठीक है, you can look into that. This is roughly, you can have, the extremes of the Rajasthan that you can look into that. In terms of the international border, so it basically runs, or it basically touches Shri Ganganagar district. ठीक है, Badmer district. So it basically touches almost 9 districts of Pakistan from the international side. ठीक है, so in India it has touched Shri Ganganagar and Badmer district. So Rajasthan district basically touches 5 states, as we have already covered. ठीक है, so as we have already covered here, this is an international border. ठीक है, that international border basically covers almost 1070 kilometers. ठीक है, start with Shri Ganganagar district to basically Badmer. So this is basically the village. ठीक है, you can look into that. That is Hindu Malkot. ठीक है, it start from there to the Bhalgaon, which is located in basically the Badmer district. ठीक है, so from the Pakistan side, 9 districts of the Pakistan touches Rajasthan. ठीक है, now in terms of the interstate borders, the Rajasthan touches 5 states that we have already covered. That is Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab and Gujarat. Almost 5 states it touches. The longest interstate border, it basically with the Madhya Pradesh. So the longest interstate border, that is Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, that is 600 kilometers. That is the longest border with any other state of Rajasthan. Sorry, any other state other than Rajasthan. The shortest border lies with the Punjab, that is roughly around 89 kilometers. ठीक है, so interstate border of Jhalawar district, in terms of district, it is the longest, and the border of Badmer, ठीक है, which is basically the shortest. It is also written here. The Jhalawar, in terms of it is longest, ठीक है, the Badmer, which is shortest, ठीक है, it touches the 5 states Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab and Gujarat. ठीक है, these are basically, you can look into the geographical map. So I have covered the geographical map of India. ठीक है, the geographical map of India, sorry, the geographical map of Rajasthan, where you can have any map. ठीक है, either Orient Black Swan or any other map you can have, you can look into, and you can basically familiarize yourself with the geographical location of Rajasthan. This is very important aspect. ठीक है, now when we say about another important aspects, we need to look into the geographical facts of Rajasthan. ठीक है, let's start with another a diagram or flow chart where you can look into some of the geographical facts of Rajasthan. So here when we talk about the international border, first of all, the Pakistan's Punjab and Sindh provinces, okay, these are 2 provinces. I said in my previous slide that you know, that is basically 9 districts of the Pakistan basically touches Rajasthan. But when you talk about the provinces, just like a states in Rajasthan, okay, so here Punjab and the Sindh province of Pakistan basically touches Rajasthan if you look into that map. Okay, the 2 districts, as I told you, of Rajasthan, that is Sri Ganganagar and Barmer, that have interstate, okay, as well as international border. Okay, so both interstate as well as the international border, both basically, you know, are having with the states of, you know, Barmer as well as Sri Ganganagar. Okay, 8 districts of the state, okay, that do not form any border, okay, basically with any other state. Okay, that means they lies somewhere in the middle. So you can look into that. Okay, that is Jodhpur, Pali, Rajsamand, Ajmer, Bundi, Tonk, Dausa and Nagaur. Okay, if you look into that map, you will be familiarizing yourself that these states do not touches the border with, you know, with other districts of other state, as well as they don't have, you know, the international borders also. Okay, so they do not have the border with any other nation or any other state of India. Pali district, or Pali is the district which is having, you know, bordered by the maximum, you know, districts in Rajasthan. Just like you can have the district which lies somewhere in the between, and it is having the interstate, you know, borders. So Pali is having the maximum number of districts that touches Pali. So that is Nagaur, Ajmer, Rajsamand, Udaipur, Sirohi, Jalore, you have the Barmer, and you have Jodhpur. Okay, so these are basically the districts. Okay, that is not mentioned here. Okay, so you can look into that map here. I'll repeat once again so that you can just note it down. I said the Pali is the district where the maximum number of districts of the Rajasthan touches its borders. Okay, that is, you can have the Nagaur, Ajmer, Rajsamand, Udaipur, Sirohi, Jalore, Barmer and Jodhpur. Okay, so roughly you can have around 8 districts. Hanumangarh is also district which is having the boundaries with Punjab and Haryana. Okay, that is basically the 2 other states. Okay, Bharatpur is a district which lies in the eastern portion of Rajasthan, which touches the boundaries with Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, again Dholpur is also a district in Rajasthan which touches its boundary with Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Banswara is also a district which touches its boundary with Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so you will have these districts also. This is very important. Okay, so it need to be remembered. Okay, so that you will have the full overview of the districts of Rajasthan. Okay, so I have completed the geographical map of Rajasthan, where we have covered, interstate borders, international borders, the state or the state districts borders which touches with another states districts as well as similar states districts, maximum number of intrastate borders that we have already covered, that is Pali district. And another is another district you have like Hanumangarh, Bharatpur, Uttar Pradesh, Dholpur, Banswara. These districts basically touches at least 2 states. For example, Banswara, as I told you, Banswara touches with the Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Similarly, Bharatpur touches with Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so this is very, very important. Now, if I say about, I'll start a little later about this. Okay, so let's start a little later about this. Okay, so here I have covered. Let me give you a brief description also. Some of the states, which touches with the neighboring, some of the districts of Rajasthan which touches with the neighboring state. For example, when I say about Madhya Pradesh, okay, I light here Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is a neighboring state of Rajasthan. It touches, many districts of Rajasthan. For example, Dholpur, Karoli, Sabai Madhopur, Kota, Bara, Jhalawad, Chittorgarh, ठीक है, भीलवाड़ा, बांसवाड़ा and Pratapgarh. Almost 9 districts is basically touched by Madhya Pradesh. Similarly, you have basically another important, nearby state that you can have Punjab. ठीक है, Punjab touches many districts of Rajasthan. For example, Hanumangarh and Shri Ganganagar, 2 primary districts. Then you have Haryana. Haryana, you may have basically important districts of Rajasthan which touches Haryana. For example, Hanumangarh, Churu, Jhunjhunu, Sikar, okay, Jaipur, Alwar and Bharatpur. You have to look into the political map of Rajasthan, okay, as well as the nearby states. Then Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, or Uttar Pradesh basically touches some of the other important districts of Rajasthan, for example, Dholpur and Bharatpur. Okay. Then you have the Gujarat. Gujarat basically touches Udaipur. Udaipur is a district. Badmer, Sirohi, Jalore. Then you have Banswara and you have Dungarpur. Okay. The districts has been touched by the Gujarat. Okay. So this is very, very important aspect. Now, that's all about the geographical location or the geographical map of Rajasthan. Okay. Now, in our next class, we will be covering, the districts of the Rajasthan, as well as, very briefly, as well as the divisions of the Rajasthan. Recently, you might have heard about our previous chief minister, have increased the districts of Rajasthan to the 50. Okay. So we will be covering about how the states have been formed. Okay. What are the how the new districts have been formed? What are the new districts have been added to Rajasthan? We will be covering briefly about it. What are the different divisions which have been created? Okay. In Rajasthan, we will be looking into that. What are the different districts cover in each division? We will be covering that also, and we will be covering the basic characteristics of every district, like we have important tourist places, the area of the particular district, why it is known for, with that particular name. We will be covering that also. Okay. So in the next class, we will be meeting and we will be covering the states, the districts and the divisions of Rajasthan. Okay. So we are covering basically, the syllabus for the RAS examination that is conducted by the RPSC Rajasthan. So phase wise we will be covering that syllabus, and initially I've started with the geography of Rajasthan, and then gradually we'll move to the geography of India and geography of the world. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much.